If you think you've already seen everything about classic TV shows, get ready for a dose of nostalgia. Today, we're heading straight back to the 1980s to revisit Moonlighting, the series that blended romance, mystery, and plenty of humor in a completely innovative way. With the irresistible charisma of Bruce Willis and the elegance of Cybill Shepherd, the show won over a legion of fans and became a true television phenomenon. But the question is, what happened to the cast after the series ended? In this video, you'll follow the before and after journey of the actors who made the show unforgettable, from the height of their success to the paths they took over the decades. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join us on this trip down memory lane to find out where the stars of Moonlighting are today. Cybill Shepherd was born in 1950 in Memphis, Tennessee. She began her career as a model and quickly rose to prominence, winning beauty pageants and appearing on the covers of major magazines. Her transition to film was a success. She starred in acclaimed movies like The Last Picture Show. She worked with renowned directors, establishing herself as a familiar face in Hollywood throughout the 1970s. When she joined Moonlighting, Cybill brought to life the elegant and sophisticated Maddie Hayes. A former model who loses her entire fortune, Maddie is forced to run a somewhat chaotic detective agency, and that's where she meets David Addison. Her character was intelligent, determined, and often the perfect counterbalance to David's impulsive nature. The relationship between the two became the show's highlight, with fast-paced dialogue filled with wit and romantic tension that kept audiences hooked episode after episode. After Moonlighting ended, she starred in the series Cybill, which aired in the 1990s, where she played a fictionalized version of herself with plenty of humor and sharp critiques of the entertainment industry. The show was well received and earned major awards, including a Golden Globe for the actress. In 2026, she turns 76. Bruce Willis was born in 1955 in Germany. The son of an American father and a German mother, he grew up in the United States and, before finding fame, worked as a security guard and even a bartender in New York, while pursuing his dream of becoming an actor. Everything changed when he was cast in Moonlighting, where he played the unforgettable David Addison. Charismatic, sarcastic, and full of energy, David was the kind of detective who talked more than he should, and that's exactly why audiences loved him. His explosive chemistry with Maddie Hayes, played by Cybill Shepherd, became the show's trademark. Bruce brought a light, irreverent style to the role, breaking the mold of leading men at the time and helping turn the series into a phenomenon. After Moonlighting, Bruce Willis took on the role of John McClane in Die Hard, cementing his image as an action hero. From there, he starred in a string of hits such as Pulp Fiction, The Sixth Sense, and Armageddon, also proving his talent in more dramatic roles. In recent years, his career has slowed due to health issues. In 2022, Bruce announced his retirement after being diagnosed with aphasia and later with frontotemporal dementia, a condition that affects communication and behavior. In 2026, he turned 71 and remains remembered as one of the most charismatic and iconic actors of his generation. Alice Beasley was born in 1951 in Brooklyn, New York. Before gaining recognition as an actress, she studied drama and began her career in theater and voice work, where she developed one of her most distinctive traits, a unique and unmistakable voice. It was precisely this peculiar style that helped her land a role in Moonlighting, where she played the unforgettable Agnes DePesto. As the secretary of the Blue Moon Detective Agency, Agnes quickly became one of the show's most beloved characters. Her eccentric personality, unexpected entrances, and of course, her playful way of answering the phone, often singing or rhyming, created hilarious moments and frequently stole the spotlight in many episodes. After Moonlighting ended, Alice Beasley continued working as an actress, but found even more opportunities in voice acting. She took part in various animated projects, TV series, and voice roles, while also making guest appearances on television over the years. This year, she turned 75. Curtis Armstrong was born in 1953 in Detroit. Before making his way to television, he starred in theater and gained recognition in film with his role in Risky Business, where he played the eccentric Miles Dalby. In Moonlighting, Curtis brought to life Herbert Quentin Viola, a character who began as a shy and somewhat awkward employee at the Blue Moon Detective Agency. Over time, Herbert gained more prominence in the story. He was known for his loyalty, innocence, and a certain nerdy charm that perfectly contrasted with David Addison's confident and irreverent style. This dynamic created many funny situations while also showcasing Herbert's growth within the agency. After Moonlighting, Curtis Armstrong built a solid career, especially in comedy. He became closely associated with eccentric and intelligent characters, appearing in films like Revenge of the Nerds and showing up in numerous TV series. In addition, he also found success as a voice actor, lending his voice to animated projects and video games. In 2026, he turned 72. Eva Marie Saint was born in 1924 in New Jersey. Trained in theater, she began her career on stage and in live television during the 1940s and 1950s, earning widespread recognition when she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance on the Waterfront. When she appeared on Moonlighting, Eva played Virginia Hayes, the elegant and sophisticated mother of Maddie Hayes. Her character brought a touch of class and also helped explore Maddie's past and personality, revealing important family aspects. Even with limited appearances, her presence elevated the dramatic tone of every scene she was in. After Moonlighting, Eva Marie Saint remained active for many years, appearing in films such as Superman Returns and Winter's Tale, as well as numerous television projects. She became one of the most enduring and respected actresses in the industry, spanning generations with grace. This year, she turns 102, a true living icon in the history of film and television. Mike Harmon was born in 1951 in California. His father was a famous American football player and sports broadcaster. Before pursuing acting, he played college football, but eventually changed paths and began his acting career in the late 1970s, appearing in TV series and gradually gaining recognition. In Moonlighting, he made memorable guest appearances, bringing his more serious and charismatic style to the storyline. Even though he wasn't part of the main cast, his presence helped enrich the plots and added new dynamics to the episodes he appeared in. After the series, his career continued to grow steadily, but it was years later that he achieved massive success by playing Leroy Jethro Gibbs in NCIS. The character became one of the most iconic on television, earning Mark Harmon enormous popularity and a long run at the top of the most-watched TV shows. This year, Mark Harmon turns 75. Charles Rocket was born in 1949 in Maine. He began his artistic career in journalism, and his first breakthrough came when he joined the cast of Saturday Night Live in the early 1980s, where he stood out for his polished style and refined sense of humor. In Moonlighting, Charles Rocket played Richard Addison, the older brother of David Addison. Unlike Bruce Willis's character, Richard was more serious, sophisticated, and carried an air of superiority, which often created both tense and comedic moments between the two brothers. After Moonlighting, Charles Rocket appeared in several successful films such as Dumb and Dumber and Dances with Wolves. Unfortunately, his life had a tragic ending. Charles Rocket passed away in 2005 at the age of 56. His death was ruled a suicide. Jack Blessing was born in 1951 in Baltimore. Before appearing on Moonlighting, he had already made small guest appearances in TV series and worked extensively on stage, developing his versatility as an actor. In the series, Jack played McGillicuddy, one of the employees at the Blue Moon Detective Agency. Although he wasn't a main character, his role helped shape the agency's chaotic and fun atmosphere, contributing with brief appearances that added to the show's light and irreverent tone. After the series ended, Jack Blessing appeared in various productions over the years. One of his most notable roles was in the series George Lopez, where he played Jack Powers, showcasing his talent for comedy. Jack Blessing passed away in 2017 at the age of 66 due to pancreatic cancer.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue creating fantastic videos like this one. Thanks again, and see you next time.